Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the Ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist you in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today, we are going to be doing the daily reading for Sunday, September 13th. And the energy for today is the yellow crystal star. So this is the galactic frequency energy that we are working within today. And if we tap into this energy, it's going to help us to really tap into cosmic time and to tap into our full potential as spiritual beings living this human experience. Today is a portal day, so we will be receiving activations, upgrades. We want to take care, make sure to get plenty of rest today because that can be a tiring process. So really care for ourselves. This is something that we're learning that we're really going to be wanting to focus on in general. As we have Mars retrograde right now, which affects our stamina, it affects our physicality, right? Our drive, and a whole, the sun in Virgo, all of that. We want to be stepping up our self-care. And so definitely on a portal day, we want to do that. This is a day that's ruled by the crown chakra and guided by universal fire. And there is a lot of fire in the air right now. We have the moon in Leo, and the moon is loosely conjunct Venus right now in the sign of Leo and still squaring Mars. So this is an energy where we also have Chiron opposing Mercury. So we want to be really careful. We want to look at how we are sort of perceiving situations and use that Libran energy, right? Because Mercury is in Libra right now, to have a balanced perspective. And when we're interacting with other people today, and even in our own thoughts, we want to be really aware of where we are being triggered and acting out of that wounding, and sort of like what is our perspective and our belief system, and what is being brought up within us, right? And we really want to focus on that. Today's a day too where we may really we're going to desire affection, right? We've got that moon conjunct Venus in the sign of Leo, right? It's a loose conjunction. It's about close to 8 degrees apart, but still within the realm where we will feel this energy. And so we're going to be craving attention. We're going to be craving closeness, but we want to make sure that we're not kind of going over the top with it and being too demanding today. We want to just be a bit more gentle. Gentle is the name of the game right now. We have with the sun trining Saturn and Jupiter right now, and also Venus, I believe, in a sextile to Pluto. Or no, we have the sun trine Pluto. The sun trining Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter. This is an intense energy of self-discovery, of self-refinement, of really stepping into our empowerment and really understanding the practical real-life ways that we can become more empowered in our own lives. And we're really shining right now, and we're really seeking that and seeing and understanding the practical ways that we can begin to step into our role to really take control of our lives in a way that feels productive, right? But we still, with Mars retrograde, we may not get a whole lot accomplished right now, but we're seeing how the pieces can fit together. So the next couple months is a great time to really look at that stuff, to allow that vision to unfold and make some plans that we'll then be able to actualize much more efficiently in the middle of November when Mars turns direct. And we do have Jupiter getting ready to go direct too. So we'll talk about that. That's going to be a really exciting energy. And I'm going to look at my chart here for a second. We just hopped right into the astrological energies today. I was really excited about it. Ooh, I'm so glad that I mentioned that. Jupiter is actually stationing today. Today, guys. I am, so happy I looked at this chart. So this is a big deal. This is a big deal. Jupiter has been retrograde for quite a while now. And now, like today, the day that a planet stations, right, where it appears to stop moving completely in the sky before it changes direction, is huge. Like this, Jupiter's energy throughout today is really magnified and intensified. So this is an incredible time to really just get that. We're getting some of that hope back. We're getting some of that faith back. We're feeling more empowered. We're feeling more expansive. We're attracting in opportunities, right? This is a really good day because Jupiter is a planet the planet that I consider to be the ultimate planet of manifestation, right? We really want to pay attention to where we're putting our thoughts, where we're putting our focus today, and just really revel in that energy. Like Jupiter in Capricorn allows us to expand in a very concrete way, right? Because Capricorn is a sign that represents the physical world, right? It's ruled by Saturn. And so we can really make some headway, like we were talking about, at least in the planning of things, and like start to be drawing those opportunities to us. So it's really fortuitous that Jupiter is turning direct as Mars is beginning his retrograde, because that's going to take, I think, some of the tension and some of the pressure off of that, and still like attracting beautiful things into our lives, attracting blessings, right? We've been talking about those karmic rewards coming back around for the work that we've put in. As Jupiter turns direct, this is a time where we're going to see those rewards start trickling in. So that's beautiful. All right. And so the yellow crystal star energy, the yellow star tribe energy, is all about creativity. It's about art. It's about living life as art, right? It's really funny. This is reminding me of a conversation I had with my friend Tommy. I think it was last night, and he was talking about the whole concept of like, you don't make art, you become art. And so that's very much what this yellow star energy is about, is every moment of our lives, we are creating this, we are painting this beautiful canvas, right? We are creating, we are creator beings, right? So really sinking into that creativity, and that can be really like the alignments we have going on astrologically can really help with that. Moon conjunct Venus is a highly creative energy, especially in the sign of Leo, who rules the 5th house, which is all about creativity, right? Creativity, play, all of that stuff. So that's a really beautiful energy to have on this day, as well as the Mercury sextile Venus energy. And so we're able to put our minds to this creation process in a really beautiful and beneficial way. And we still have Jupiter sextile Neptune that helps with this creativity, this what's the word I'm looking for? Inspiration, right? This divine inspiration, and all of the empowering energy that we're getting from the sun and the relationships it's making. So yeah, it's a beautiful day for creation. It's also, the crystal tone is all about collaboration. It's all about diversity, right? This beautiful diversity and the tapestry that we talk about, where when we're vibrating at our highest, we're all these beautiful threads within that tapestry. And that's what makes the tapestry beautiful, is all these beautiful diverse threads. So really celebrating diversity, celebrating creativity, collaborating on creative projects today could be really fun. And like with this portal energy too, it's like that inspiration is pouring in. So today, you guys, like, allow yourselves to be inspired. Allow yourselves to experience the highest vibrations and octaves of love, right? And appreciate everybody for their diversity, for what it is that they bring to the table today. And appreciate yourselves for that as well. So we have the Work Your Light cards that we're going to pull off of first. And we're going to see what these cards have to say for the energies of the day. Yes. What energies do we have going on today? Let's get into these energies. All right. So the first card out is the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits Soul Tribe. And this came out the other day, right? And it was perfect. And it's still perfect with everything that we're talking about, right? The Jupiter going direct, right? Bringing things coming together. Those pieces finally, that abundance starting to trickle in, right? All of those connections that we're making. This collaboration energy. This inspiration energy. All of that. That card is just reinforcing that energy is very strong today. And then we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan, right? So that's what we're doing right now, laying foundations, planting the seeds for what it is that we're wanting to manifest moving forward. That vision that we talked about of being able to see all the different pieces and begin to strategize and make that plan to move forward. And just really surrendering to the divine plan for our lives is what we're being asked to do right now. Things that we're in that 9/9 portal energy, right? This whole month we have huge closeouts of cycles going on, right? We're being asked to let go, to release what's not serving us, to make room for what is. And just understand that anything that may appear chaotic in your life right now is most likely part of a higher plan. So it's just like really trusting that, and really trusting these intuitive hits and these nudges of where spirit is wanting you to go, right? Like there is, and we have free will, so we can choose anything we want, but I do firmly believe that there is a divine plan for each and every one of our lives. It's just like how deeply we appreciate that and resonate with that, and how we're willing to rise to the occasion, right? Because the divine plan for our lives, if we're following that divine plan, it's not going to be easy, because it sets us up to have to address all of our fears, work through all of our blocks, right? Heal all of our trauma. But you can be assured, if you are following the divine plan for your life, you're also right in time with the ascension, right? You're in tune with those energies. Because if we wish to ascend, we have to do all that stuff anyway, right? So why not do it for a greater purpose, right? To have that beautiful unfoldment happen in your lives. And we're seeing this unfoldment beginning to play out. And some people may be getting little glimpses, right? Like maybe you're just following the path that's laid out in front of you, and you're not really sure how everything's going to come together yet, but you know it's going to be beautiful, and you understand what the next thing is that you're supposed to do, right? And now some of us, I think, are starting to get glimpses of like what that bigger picture might look like, and it's really just blowing us away. So like, do not doubt, right? Like no plan is too grand in this incredible universe that we live in, right? So yeah, I love that. I love that. It's beautiful. And then leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. Yep, that's what we're talking about with like taking those little steps, right? When we get this guidance and we start understanding the path that we're meant to walk, it's just like take that first step. We say this all the time. I take one step, spirit takes 10. Spirit is waiting and so ready for you to take that step, because there is so much beauty in store for us as we walk this beautiful divine path, right? So take that leap. The spirit is there to support you. You are being so supported and so guided right now. So just absolutely know that. And then on the bottom of the deck, we always get this card, boundaries. We got to continue learning how to set those boundaries. It is so important as we're moving forward. Setting those boundaries. As we said, pacing ourselves with Mars in retrograde right now. Understanding and fully appreciating what it is that we have to give and what it is that we don't, and setting those boundaries with others and ourselves, and always prioritizing our own self-care above everything else, which is something that we're not really taught to do, right? But it's the most important thing to do. All right, let's see what other, whoa, okay. All right, the Virgo card coming out again, right? So we are in Virgo season. We have this energy of perfecting, right? This energy, this is the health energy, right? Virgo rules the 6th house. It rules health. It rules routines, all of this different stuff. Virgo is that energy that is constantly seeking a higher expression of itself. And so we're very much in that energy right now. And we will continue to be in that energy. And we have the new moon coming up, which is going to be in Virgo. So that energy is going to be very strong. And there will be a video coming out on that. Don't worry, guys. It'll happen. Yeah. So really working with, and this is working with the power of our minds too, right? Excuse me. Virgo is a sign that is ruled by Mercury. But we talk about this all the time, right? Virgo is an earth sign ruled by an air planet. And so it's ruled by Mercury, but it's like grounding all of that strategy, grounding all of that knowledge, right? All of that wisdom into the physical reality is what we're being asked to do right now. That's what Virgo energy does. It takes all of that mind energy and grounds it and manifests it physically. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Chiron, healing, which we talked about a little bit. You know, we're definitely in the energy of that right now. So being aware of those Chiron energies, those wounds that are coming up to be healed. And then the Mars Force card. This always comes out. We've talked about Mars. We've talked about Mars. We've talked about Mars. And it's still very much there. And so we're still in this energy of like, don't force things, right? Like allow things to flow, allow things to happen. But we are feeling, even though Mars is in retrograde right now, I'm feeling this energy where a lot of us are feeling empowered, right? We're in the process of being broken down so that we can become more empowered. However that's going to work. However that's going to work for different people. But it's like really taking a step back from being too outwardly forceful, right? Because it's not going to work. Trying to force situations right now is not going to work out. And then we have Capricorn, I use. So that's that energy of practicality. We got 2 cards now, 2 earth sign cards flanking the Mars card right now. I'm going to pull this down a little bit so you guys can see it. And so with this energy, right, this is really telling us to temper our force, to ground our will into the physical reality, to really work on that, to analyze, to strategize, like Virgo, right? That's what the Virgo card is. That's the quote is, I analyze. And so to analyze, to strategize, to be fully aware of the resources at our disposal and to use those wisely and to really set a pace and that is achievable for us, right? That is realistic, that is doable. And just, yeah, really looking at the ways that we can actualize our will in the physical world, but at the same time being led and guided by spirit. And the Chiron card, I didn't pull it out, I just commented on it, and so it popped back out again. So yes, this is the healing of those aspects, right? The healing of that Mars energy that we're experiencing as Chiron is retrograde in the sign of Aries, which is ruled by Mars. And then we have the 9th house, faith. So we're really being called to have faith right now, right? We're being called to this. I love how this is exactly what we talked about at the beginning, right? We're being called to utilize our resources wisely, to really plan and strategize and map things out, to not just go full steam ahead, but to really take the time to put all these pieces into place. And then to continue bringing healing to any of the wounds we have surrounding our ability to do this, surrounding our confidence, right? Surrounding all of those aspects, our masculine energy. This is we're having a serious healing of our masculine energy going on right now. And then the 9th house is also ruled by Jupiter. So that brings in that Jupiterian energy as well, right? But it's having faith, it's having trust in that process. It's that process of expansion. This is also a process of higher learning, right? The 9th house represents travel. It represents higher learning as well as faith. And so we're looking at like, there may be people where there may be like courses that you're taking, things that you're doing that are helping to facilitate this healing process for you. And there are many who are learning and coming into their own ability as healers right now. And some of these, like Chiron is the planet that represents like our deepest wounds, which once healed become our greatest strength. And a lot of times we use that in order to help heal others. And so a lot of people are going through these trying circumstances right now that are really calling them to step into their own ability. Like we are healing ourselves, and then we're starting to realize how beneficial that process can be for others as well. So that's an energy that I'm feeling coming from that as well. So if there's anything you're being called to study right now, any courses you're wanting to take, any different modes, especially healing related, that are coming up right now that you're wanting to try, that is definitely a fortuitous thing to do and to pursue. And if any of you want assistance with this healing, I offer this type of angelic healing. It's called Belvaspata. It works with angelic frequencies, angelic beings. It is absolutely beautiful, beautiful energy, and it can be so helpful in working through some of this stuff and restoring some of this faith, right? And this faith is really being emphasized right now because we also have the Pisces I Believe card on the bottom of the deck. So it's all about believing in yourself, believing in your dreams, believing in your ability to achieve that. And like we always say, looking past the outer circumstances, right? Like, looks are deceiving right now. It's having the faith to see from our heart center. And then North Node, life's purpose. So that's just confirming this energy has a lot to do with our purpose and leading us to our purpose. And a lot of us are finding our purpose right now as we are moving out of these old energies, right? These South Node energies into this North Node energy. We're really coming to embrace and understand our purpose, right? And our purpose changes. We have a million different missions throughout our lifetime, but a lot of those small missions lead up to a bigger mission, right? And by bigger, I just mean like possibly, then this is some of my own perception, I will throw that out as a caveat, possibly the ultimate mission that our soul came here to achieve during this lifetime. And a lot of us are coming into that energy right now, and it's really beautiful. And then the 7th house partners just popped up as well. So working through relationship issues, partnerships, alliances. This is also some energy that can sort of lead into that co-creation energy, especially with, we have the 5th house creativity on the bottom, which we were talking about, which is a heavy energy. That's the way that we link into the energies of the day, through collaboration, through creativity. That's how we really bring out the best in ourselves today. Our highest potential can be found in those ways. But this is also more energy of us kind of working through and sifting through and understanding our partnerships better, understanding the role that we play in our partnerships, and where we give too much, where we don't give enough, where we compromise ourselves, where others may compromise themselves for us, all of these different things, and how we can move out of that energy into a more balanced and fair partnership with everyone in our lives. A partnership that's an equal exchange of energy, equal give and take, right? Where we're receiving as much as we're giving. That's what we're learning how to do. And then we have the Cancer I Feel card. So really tapping into that intuition, like we talked about, tapping into this is Cancer rules the mother, the home, all of that, right? So tapping into and finding our strength possibly in those areas today, in that home, in whatever ways we can make ourselves feel at home, right? All right, and we always have the Destiny card come up, which is beautiful. And those were the Black Moon Astrology cards for anyone who is curious. And so, yeah, I think we're going to call it there for today. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you so very much. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Click the bell with the little squigglies so you get the notifications. There are links down below for my services. There's also a link to donate if you feel so moved to do so. It absolutely helps to support all of the free content that I love making for you guys. Drop a comment. Let me know how this resonated. Let me know how your day's going. I love hearing from you guys and interacting with you. And I will see you tomorrow.